Yeah, coming from a school with not as much recognition growing up, like Louisiana College, do you think it was harder for you to receive recognition even though you're such a baller?
For sure. Going to a small school, a lot of people didn't. I went to a D3, and that's just about as small as you can get right there. And a lot of people didn't take it serious. A lot of people, you can't even get an athletic scholarship to D3, so it was really like academics, really like you're just playing for fun almost for a while. But then we got some really good hoopers in D3, and it was really hard for me to get a lot of recognition like I got coming from such a small school.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely see a lot of uh, good players come out of Division 2, Division 3 schools like you. You have insane verticals, definitely. Did you play any other sports growing up, or was basketball always your thing?
Football was my first sport. I liked football better than basketball for a while, and then I got to high school, and that's when I started playing basketball mainly as my uh, first sport. So football was really my go-to for the longest.
Yeah, what was the most important thing you learned from football, maybe, and how did that help you with basketball?
How to be aggressive, playing with heart, not being scared of anything. Because playing football, you gotta either be hit or get hit. So not being afraid of contact, I learned a lot from football. A lot of that from football.
Yeah, yeah. Do you still play football on the side, or when did you stop playing football?
High school is when I stopped playing football competitively. Just this summer, maybe a couple weeks ago, I was still playing flag. So every now and then I get on the field.
Hmm. So this past season, J.R. Holder from Sudbury came away with the Sixth Man of the Year award, having been one of the biggest pieces on the Lightning's offense. Do you think you were just as, if not more, deserving of the award?
Shout out to Jr. He's a really good player. Me and him are cool together. I mean, cool friends, whatever. But he's well deserving of that award. He's a major piece to Sudbury Five. And that was the second year I came off the bench for London. I think. I mean, it was either me or him. Either one of us could have won that award. So when I saw him win that award this year, I was like, okay, if anybody else in the league is gonna get it, why not him? He deserves
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, obviously on the Lightning, you're playing with many talented players, one being Xavier Moon. How was it playing alongside him?
Just don't blink when you're with Xavier. Xavier is super fast. He's probably the fastest player I've ever played with on any sport, football, basketball, whatever. He's the fastest guy I've ever seen with a basketball in his hand. And he was actually my roommate too. So I spent a lot of time with Xavier. Xavier's a great guy. Like what you see on the court, like that's him. That's he's being 100% genuine. Xavier is like what you see is what you get, and I like Xavier. Xavier is a major piece to London Lightning. Every team he's a part of, he's a major piece of, and I just know he just brings a lot of great energy to the people around him, and I just like him.
For sure. What do you think is the most important thing you learned from him, whether it's on or off the court?
Just keep smiling. Xavier is always smiling. It's like he never has a bad day. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have a bad day, but if you're just looking at him and talking to him, he doesn't let you see it. And he just taught me to like keep going. Don't get me down on yourself, and just like have a great time and just be yourself and just have a great time and take it every day by day.
For sure. Obviously, this past season, you were coached by a very intelligent and experienced head coach in Doug Plum. How do you think he bettered you as a player, and overall, how was the experience of being coached by him?
It was a great experience. Doug taught me how to pay attention to detail and that there's more than just athleticism in the game. We watched a lot of film, and he taught me a lot of things that I never really would ever look at before I met him. And like you said, he's super intelligent. He just sees the game in a different light and in a different angle than I was looking at it at the point. And he really one of the guys that taught me how to literally watch film. Because some people you can just watch film, you're just watching the game, and he really just taught me how to watch it and pick out what needs to be seen and stuff like that. He taught me a lot this year.
For sure. Obviously, during the coronavirus pandemic, maybe you haven't been able to go out as much, maybe at least towards the beginning of it. Have you taken up any new hobbies, just while being at home?
Yeah. At the beginning, when I couldn't really do anything, I started doing a lot of painting, a lot of listening to different podcasts, and watching a lot of Netflix. To be honest, just sitting down, a lot of downtime. I watched a lot of Netflix, and I did a lot of painting this summer.
For sure. What was the favorite show you watched on Netflix?
What's it called? Duncan. It's Duncan Trussell's show on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a cartoon. It's made by the same people who made Adventure Time, and it's like super deep, and like he's talking about some deep stuff in it, and it just really makes you think about what's going on in life. They're trying to teach you how to like recognize your presence in the world and stuff like that, and I liked it.
That's super cool. All right, well, that's all the questions we have for you. Thanks again for coming on